39 versus 34. Yeah, I'll take 34 minutes. Alright. So initially, mostly the same. And there's a small... Make sure we're recording. Let me change... Just making sure... Alright, just change mid-route here. Alright, just make sure we're recording. Alright. We are set up and paying attention. Most got the precondition going hardcore. I remember right here when FSD used to have conflicts with the highway that you see just on the other side of those trees there. FSD would be hesitant to want to go because it thought it's confusing the highway traffic for oncoming. Not an issue for version 14 of the Cybertruck. Okay, so yeah, we're taking a different route today. Tonight I need to grab some eggs from Target, and there's a Supercharger, a version 3 station, conveniently right there. Let's see what it has. Yeah, so when you navigate to a Supercharger on Cybertruck version 14, it defaults you to the charger, because I've never navigated on version 14 to here, so I just verified that. We are in Mad Max mode, and set to arrive at the charger. Southington, Connecticut Supercharger. Looked like there was a bunch of traffic on 84, otherwise I'd take that way. We have the yellow light out, transition into a red light. A little hard brake in there to meet the red light. There's a protected left for the cross traffic there. That's why we're going. Yep. Yeah, a little hard brake there, but I don't mind meeting the red light. But yeah, it's a little bit of a hard brake. That's all. Mostly today's route's gonna be normal, other than I think we're transitioning to Route 9 to head on over to Southington. It's about halfway down 91 on our route. So then there's all uncharted territory. But as it goes with all these human pilots on the road, you never know what you're gonna encounter. So I fixed my dash cam, my Tesla cam, full storage this morning, so I don't see the green. Full dash cam. Just something to note, I saw so many Model Ys just walking on my route. Actually, there was two, right? There's the older one here and there's a new one. That bodes well for Model Y sales, it is. I like this proceeding through the yellow light. More of that, that's what I want to see. Super confident. Super comfortable. FSD is spotting that lady crossing the road there. Yeah. I'm gonna surprise my wife with some hummus. We love Target brands, just default hummus, whatever it is. It's really good. And she did not order that today, but she loves it just like I do, so yeah. Oh yeah, and by the way, we're merging the traffic on the route. This is Route 3, or sorry, Route 2, very comfortably. And Mad Max is engaging. Comfortable spot, huge gap, taking it, and we're in the overtake. Not blocking any traffic. That was hyper comfortable. Gonna catch up to that brand new Model Y spot there. Love that tail light. That's a standout feature. They did a good job on that. So we got our turn signal on to get back in the lane here. It looks like we're gonna take the empty spot here. Yep, that was cool. FSD is actually really respecting people's follow distance there. Just making sure it could get over. It gave a guy a chance to get into the overtake lane. I like it. tell you what, with all these FSD videos, I'm gonna get really good at my race car driver commentary. Sharpening my communication skills. Oh, I forgot to turn on my radios though and get like, what is it, copyright flag or whatever. They're strict about that stuff. I won't even spell coffee right now in this turn here. It's going the same as the people. There ain't no FSD in front of us for 2 cars. Mad Max is fully engaged. Going for the overtake, but hey, this is new. This is new. We're not taking the immediate transition. It's like, wait a minute, this lane is faster. That's a first. There's a version 14 quantified difference there. Version 13, get in that left lane at all costs. Version 14, there's a reason I'm getting into the overtake lane. This is going to be a great road tripper. I'll just have such level of confidence in its safety. That was epic. Videoing FSD. It would be nice to make an editing workflow that just speeds up basically between commentary to shrink the video to make it more digestible for folks, everyday folks. Because if I'm having to put in the little edits between commentary, it could be that would be quite energy intensive. So again, there's some of that leftover version 13 logic that it wants to get in the left lane, but it doesn't need to. In fact, it may have actually made this Amazon truck want to get into the third lane over, as he was adjacent to us with a turn signal on, but I don't know. As you can see, FSD did not take its original turn signal. I thought about it for a second, but that left turn signal comes on instantly, enjoying the highway there. Maybe because it's expecting the on-ramp to end, so perhaps this version is not reading that. There was a sign back there on the on-ramp that said, well, it didn't read anything, it's just a symbol, but the symbol means the lane continues, it doesn't end so quickly. perhaps more training needed, or that's just Mad Max saying, I gotta get over. Could be several things that are going on there. So we're gonna get off in about 4 miles to take 9 north on 91 south. At least I think that's our route. Interested to see how FSD handles the, I think those are tow truck lights. I don't know if we're going to pass them before the 991 interchange, but you know how tow trucks sometimes have their flashing yellow lights on in traffic. I think at some point, I think it was Friday, FSD wanted to pull over for a tow truck coming up in the shoulder behind us, or I didn't see what lane he was in. He didn't dive over to the shoulder. But yeah, it could be some new behaviors coming up, but it looks like, well, we'll see. It's the tow truck's taking 9 north. Actually, I'm not sure if we're taking 9 north. Let's see here, 100 feet. No, yeah, we are taking 9 north. Yeah, we should get over 0.1 miles. But Mad Max ain't handle it. We got a good break here in traffic. Or a good break to the right lane, and we successfully made that exit. Yeah, so I think there is some evidence that FSD may not be looking 2 steps ahead on navigation, because we had 0.1 miles from the last navigation checkpoint to make a decision, basically. That could, and you know, I mean, we were only 1 lane from the right lane to make our exit, but you know, if you were a couple lanes over, that could make for some either sporty maneuvers or just missing exits, both undesirable. So yeah, that needs more testing. It was executed well. Found the spot, slot in traffic, comfortably exited the interchange. We are following that tow truck with its flashing yellows. Not really impacting us. halfway on our journey here. 19 minutes to go to the charger. We're going to get a lot of footage from this. This will be a good test of my new workflow. 100%. This is my first time I've had version 14 on a 2-lane highway. You get to see, once traffic clears, we're just stacked up in the left lane waiting for a pass, but once there is no one to pass, I'd like to see FSD naturally get over to the right, because you're on a 2-lane, you want to keep that passing lane clear. I like that the tow truck's flashing lights are not affecting us. That was weird if you caught it. Yeah, right now FSD is picking up these amber lights, these amber street lights, some of them picking them up as like red lights. It's not responding to them, but if you look on the visual, every now and again you'll see these amber color street lights are coming in as red lights, though it's not paying attention to. Yeah, there's one there. This plot is blue. I like that it's like got enough logic somehow baked into it that it knows like, okay, that's ridiculous. So one of the one of the neural net stacks in there is having a conflict. At 1 mile, it looks like we're going to stay to the right on 9 north. I think we're going to intercept 84 at some point. Truck is leaving us. So I think what I've kind of come up with for my future of covering FSD is I think I'll keep the cameras rolling on every drive, but I don't think I'll upload every drive unless something like super notable happens. Then I could like zoom in on that because I have the footage. But I will operate the cameras all the time, so I have at least the potential to capture that. That way I'm more relaxed. That way my evenings are a little more manageable after a long day's work. But I know there's going to be some notable things to capture with FSD. Because human pilots are just... they make driving exciting now. And FSD makes it safe to watch and observe all the ridiculousness and creativity that us humans come up with on your daily commute. Not that you asked for this, but they are delivered. So we got a disabled car in the left lane. It's over quite a bit, way beyond the cone there, or at least in line with the cone. Enough space. Not really impinging on anything. I I guess I was looking for if FSD was going to get over or not, but they handled it okay. Yeah. This is very comfortable. Very smooth slowdown. Reasonable follow distance. I mean, just look at the examples in front of us. We're about following all of each other about the same. About one car length at the moment for this, like 40 miles per hour. I'm proud of Mad Max not treating this 2-lane that lost its division markings, that narrows down to a single lane. It's not trying to overtake people within that lane. I've had that happen on like version 12s. I think version 13 might have had a little bit of that going on, but not here. That's good. Some leaves in the tunnel there. Seems leaves on the highway don't affect version 14 FSD. Alright, this is good. We got to slow down up here. Going down below 40 miles per hour now. The traffic behind is attentive. Yeah, it looks like we're coming to a stop here. This is good. We're close to it. We're about 5 miles per hour now. Yep. Yeah, just some traffic on whatever. This is a bit of section of 84 here. This is the tail end of what I think why we navigated around most of 84. Otherwise, we would have taken it up from East Hartford. It's just brake waves and congestion going on here. Slowing down now for another brake wave, but it's well managing the cars behind us. I like that. That's one thing I'm always looking out for, is the car behind you paying attention. On Wham Bam Tesla Cam, you're always seeing cars just collide from distracted driving. If I see that coming, or if FSD doesn't take the wheel on that one, I'm diving in the grass. I ain't letting something stupid like that happen if I can avoid it. It'd be nice if FSD automatically laid on both the front and rear horn in the Cybertruck. I think the pedestrian sound system, or whatever that thing's called, that the lock chimes pipe out of, I think that same speaker is the horn. It's incredibly loud, and there's one located on the rear of the truck, so there's my logic saying it should just sound that horn if it sees a risk, like someone's not slowing down or something of that sort. Good idea. so I'm taking over for a second. I don't know what caused that. It was, it put its hazard lights on there for a second. Yeah, I don't know, but I'm here. It was still driving. It was going in and out of that take over immediately kind of message. Yeah, Tesla, check out what might have happened there. Maybe some lights were dazzling the cameras. I don't know, but we captured it, and I stepped on a brake. I'm sure that's going to be data that gets uploaded to the Tesla AI team. That's at least interesting. No risk. Oh, here we go again. Yeah, I think it's putting on my hazards when that happens, but at least they're amber in color in the back, so it might look like me just brake checking the people behind. I don't know what's, I'll clean off my rear camera. Like, I see it's like a little, you know, it's clear, but it's not that clear. I'll clean it off at the charger to see if that has anything to do with the weird, how are my side cameras doing? That's what I want to know. Oh, they look very clear, right? Yeah, there's some clouds in the sky. I don't know, maybe it's freaking out about the clouds. Yeah, I mean, I didn't see quite what was happening. I'm still paying attention to the road here, but yeah, see if you pick up on video like what that whole breakdown was there that FSD was panicking about, because I am not sure. Alright, Mad Max is going full send, but the Nissan Pathfinder, I think it's called, beside us is going fuller send. 100%. I think we got to the same place then. Oh, there goes that Nissan. Yeah, he's driving a bit aggressively. Going for that guy. He is in some kind of hurry. This is interesting. Let's see if FSD, I think the guy beside us, his lane ends. His turn signal's on. FSD is just maintaining its position. Yeah, I'm fine with that. An example of like something to highlight from tonight's episode probably has got to be that weird red hands in that. Yeah, I'd pay attention to that. I've been done about 3/4 this journey, about the 3/4 mark. Solar, I'm hoping these clear skies hold out. That'd be nice. Alright, going all the way. Got the guy's turn signal on here. He is diving. We are gently slowing into him. We might go around. Still have 1.2 miles left. That was handled well. Yeah, we are going around. We got clear to the middle lane. Looks like we're gonna, yeah, it's doing the calculations in a neural net sense. Yeah, that's awesome. Wow, what a thing. Yeah, so we had a guy, I mean, he's not really cutting us off, he's probably positioning to get off, see if he gets off behind us. He's just changing lanes, but our speed delta is quite a bit. And FSD just does that precise, calculation. I need to go from this speed to his speed, our speed to his speed, as smoothly as possible. I'm not spilling coffee. That's great. Normally that would have resulted in a hard break. Like at that traffic light that went red on us today. Alright, good. We're coming up. It feels quick to the cars, but I bet you this is going to blend. We're going to take advantage of the hill. Yeah. Taking full advantage of the regen there. That was good. Got a Model Y. Waiting in line up here. This will be entertaining to see. What is it? 3 open chargers. There's a Model Y coming out. I guess I'm one of the chargers. I know there's been some broken chargers at this station. Crossing my fingers that either the charger's available. Well, it looks like we don't gotta worry about the Model Y. So the map is plotting 3 available chargers. And by the way, this lane is the correct lane to go to this charger. That the far left turn lane here goes to these first shops that we're going to see on the left. See how this goes. Alright, I'm hands off. I'm going to let the car park us. I might repark if it doesn't center us well. I don't like to piss people off unnecessarily. Let's see if Mad Max can ignore his core programming, which is, I like it, might have went around that pothole subtly. We're not going to dive in the left lane. See how it's left turn only. I think the guy that actually cut us off on the highway, oh, he didn't really cut us off, dude. I think that was him there. He looked like he put his turn signal on to come back over. I would like to see how FSD reacts to that. So critically, we should not get into this lane here. See, I think this is an error here. I'm not going to take it out, but there's not actually, there's not space for 2 lanes, and I think that lane back there. So I'm gonna take it out. I wish I just take it out just so it flags it for the autopilot team. But I was hopeful that I pushed the pedal there a little bit. Interesting. Yeah, I'm hopeful that taking it out at least flags that kind of stuff, so the autopilot team would look back and say what happened there, and they might pick up on the lane it got into was the turn on lane. Okay, so back to the core here. We got out of order stalls, 2C, 3C. Well, let's see if FSD is in tune with that kind of data and doesn't park us at 2C and 3C. So I'm going to try to pick up on which stations those are. So, okay, 2C is kind of close to where we're at, but I don't think we're pulling into it. We are pulling in to 2D, which is not the broken charger. The broken charger is right to our right. I'm going to hover over the brake, but we are solid. I didn't quite catch how good we are. Yeah, we're roughly centered. You know what, I'll keep it I'll keep it. Actually, wait, no, that's how they get their feedback, right? So let me take it out. Let me do a proper center. But we got about where we need to be in the lane. We're not slamming to the charger pedestal live on video for you guys. Alright, we'll pick this back up on the leg 2 of our home commute. Alright. Might have missed some brand new cam, but yeah, we'll pick